Welcome to Dublin. And that is a major shot. The World Grand Prix. Drama here in Dublin on the Emerald Isle.
Hello and welcome to On The Wire. It's the PDC's official show on the YouTube channel for the partypoker.com World Grand Prix darts in Dublin. Plenty of talking points from Thursday's matches, but first, some headlines. Tonight we found out how many lengths Richie Burnett does in the pool.
I'll do my usual 20 lengths.
Usual 20 lengths. What is Jess up to here?
How many seconds?
And Dave said what we've all been thinking.
Peter, congratulations. Peter, congratulations. Peter, congratulations.
Oh, it's painful. I'm glad Dave did that and nobody else. Anyway, delighted to say that Rod Harrington joins us again. Rod, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Laura.
It's been a night of talking points, hasn't it? There's been so much to get through, but we're going to try and rush through it. Stephen Bunting summoned all he had to come back against Peter Wright to start with.
Yes, this was a brilliant game, and what a great game to start the evening off. I mean, both guys were going hammer and tongs, and at the end, you know, the bullet, I mean, he busted the 130 and then took it out with the next three darts. That showed plenty of bottle, and he's come over from the BDO. And I have to say he's a lot better than I thought he was. I thought he might take a couple of years to get into it, but he certainly has come straight in and firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, he said afterwards that he missed a few of his friends over at the BDO, but I'm sure they were cheering him on tonight. And Dave caught up with Stephen afterwards.
On the way possibly towards your first major PDC title as well.
That's it, that's always in the back of your mind. I mean, I know I'm playing well, my scoring is fantastic. My doubles has always been me Achilles heel, can we say, but yeah, I'm sure I'll get in an hour earlier tomorrow and I'll just practice on the doubles.
Brilliant. Well done tonight, cheers.
Yeah, he did brilliantly. Richie Burnett threw fantastic darts actually to overcome Terry Jenkins, who had a good performance as well.
Yes, but Terry Jenkins missed a lot of doubles in the first three sets, which really set it up for Richie. And Richie's in a little bit of a mode at the moment where if he can get the snatch under control and keep the rhythm going, then he hits everything, and he just managed to do that at the right times against Jenkins, and that's a real good win for Richie.
Dave, thankfully, without his speedos, caught up with Richie Burnett.
Yeah.
You look like you're really enjoying the game at the minute as well.
I love this game. I've been doing it for 30 years, and it's given me a great life. It's given me a great laugh, and I owe it a lot. And it's payback time for me, and I got a smile on my face, and I'm enjoying it. I'm dangerous, so you know. So I'm happy to say that because you know I'm a happy person at the moment.
We're enjoying watching it. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
You wouldn't want to hear Richie Burnett talking about something he didn't like, would you? A little bit more enthusiasm next time, Richie. Next up was the one that everybody wanted to see, Michael Van Gerwen against a seriously informed Dean Winstanley.
Yes, this was a great game as well. I mean, you got the world number one, he come out really firing. Winstanley took out some big shots in the early part of the game, but when push come to the shove at the business end, he just missed doubles at wrong times. And you can't do that against the world number one, and that's why Michael went on and won. Winstanley, if it had taken out a couple of shots to make it 2 sets all, then we've got a different game. But in the end, Michael ran away a good winner.
I think he did enough to frighten Michael, though, certainly. You know, Michael's been very confident all week and, you know, he really wants to claim back this title. But I was amazed at what Dino could put to him, so he did really well. Lastly, a very controversial game, Raymond van Barneveld.
Well, I mean, Raymond made it very easy for Mervyn here. I mean, it was a disgraceful performance from Raymond, I've got to say. I've been one of his biggest fans, tried to help him out wherever I can. But that doesn't excuse him for just chucking darts away at the bullseye. Very unprofessional. And the fans, you know, ripped into him a little bit. A lot of people on Twitter and Facebook, you know, and rightly so. I mean, there's a lot of hard work goes in backstage to put these tournaments together with TV and everything. And to see a top professional go up there and perform like that, no, I didn't agree with that. And when I see him, I'll tell him. I'll tell him when I think he's playing well. We do whatever we can to help him out. But when you do wrong, you're going to get told as well.
Yeah, I think there's certainly got to be a commitment there, hasn't there? Okay, so I think it's time to take a look at your odds, actually. Let's have a look at the odds we've got for Friday's matches.
Well, we've got some great games coming up Friday night here. Stephen Bunting against Richie Burnett. I mean, the way Bunting played, especially with his scoring power, I think that, you know, that's good odds. Although Richie Burnett fans will probably think 9-4 some good value. Gary Anderson against Kevin Painter. if you look at the form of this week, Kevin Paintey's certainly not a 3-1 shot against Gary Anderson, because that one could go all the way. And the same, I have to say, with Phil Taylor against James Wade. James Wade's been playing really well this week, had a 9 dart leg, and at 3-1 the Wade fans will have a look at that. Michael Van Gerwen against Mervyn King, yeah, probably the bookies, I feel, may have that right. Mervyn King has not been pushed, but he's certainly going to be pushed all the way from the world number 1.
Yes, so I think we know where your picks are. Rod, why don't you tell us?
Yes, I'm going for a Stephen Bunting. I thought we'd try and get some value. They had a few odds on, so I'm going to go with Bunting and Michael Van Gerwen, both to win 3-0. That pays 15-2. So there's a good bit of value there if it comes up. It's an outside bet, but tenner on that pays for an extra few pints of Guinness over here in Dublin.
Brilliant, fantastic. Yeah, £84.50 that will get you. Next up, you can't decide who's your favourite. Rod can't decide who is his favourite either. So let's do battle. Jess versus Hazel.
Hazel, Jess, Hazel, here's the questions. Someone's phone went off, and it's very unprofessional. Well, can you turn it off, please? And that's not the first question. Whoops.
Yes, I can turn it off. Do I
Do you know, it really is tough. Hazel versus Jess. Questions are to you. Who has won the PartyPoker.com World Grand Prix more than any other player on the planet?
Okay, that's an easy one, isn't it? That has to be Phil the Power Taylor.
Correct.
Oh, God.
Jess, whose walk-on music is The Eye of the Tiger? Dun, 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 dun.
I do know
Dun,
this. Give me
dun,
2
dun.
seconds. Dun, dun,
Dun, dun,
dun.
dun.
It is.
Rising up.
Oh, Gary Anderson. No, Barneveld. It's
helping her.
Gary
Barneveld.
Barneveld. Thank you, well done. You don't get any extra points for getting his name right. That was Gary Barneveld, covering all bases there, folks. Hazel, which player is nicknamed the Bullet?
Oh my God.
It's not God, no.
The Bullet. That would be Bunting. Is it Bunting?
Absolutely correct. 2-1, your question, Jess. Jess, a simple maths question for you.
Oh, John, it's over.
Hang on a second. If I was to hit treble 20, treble 20 again, and then with my final dart I was to hit the bullseye, what would I score?
170?
Absolutely correct.
Shut up!
No.
I don't know who's more surprised, really.
I'm so happy.
Well,
We have more knowledge than you.
it's 2-2, and it's up to you, Hazel. According to the well-known Guinness advert, complete the following phase. Good things come.
Well, I am Irish, so I have to know a Guinness title, don't I? So,
I'll repeat.
do those you wait.
Correct.
I was just
Don't have to
thinking
repeat.
wait.
You certainly was. Well, as they say, all good things come to those who wait. Yeah. Jess, what is the name of the river that runs through Dublin? Now, just a second, I'm going to give you 3 options here. Would it be A, the Avon, B, the Liffey, or C, the Dublin River?
Well, I would normally go for Dublin River because that's obvious. However, I think it's the Liffey because I've heard of that before.
So your answer is?
Oh, the Liffey Tiffy. Have you not heard that song about the river?
No, clearly haven't, but it was the correct answer. Wow, and we must have a breaker question. We've got a tiebreaker question, so I suppose...
I hope the answer wasn't.
Well, do you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to... It's like a guessing question, okay, because, you know, if you knew this, I mean, I'd fall off my seat or run through the audience naked. But here's one for you. Think about your answers, okay, because I'll ask you one at a time. The perfect pint of Guinness takes how many seconds to pour? How many seconds?
29.
12.
The nearest is you. It actually takes 119 seconds.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
No, he doesn't. He's not
I'll
playing
just
it.
get something done.
Now, hang on a second. It's worth waiting for. so was this. It's been a real pleasure here, and I can honestly say, never in history will these two ever appear on University Challenge. Thank you.
Wait, the winner.
He's a kind man, isn't he? How on earth can you watch a feature with two beautiful, glamorous girls and come away from it only thinking about John McDonald running through the crowd naked?
I won't think of that. I thought all four of them looked great.
I think I've been sick in my mouth. Anyway, as if we hadn't already binged on John McDonald, here he is again on a long leash that we've given him this week for Twitter Takeover with Stephen Bunting.
Hello, welcome once again to the best part of the show. It's the Twitter Takeover. And now I'm going to try and dodge the bullet. Actually, I'm not going to dodge the bullet. I'm going to have a chat with him. Stephen Bunting through to the next round. Congratulations. Brilliant play. Fast as always, why I call you the bullet. Now, we've got some tweets coming. A little bit of controversy here. You might not like some of these questions, but that's the nature of the programme. Here we go. Can you see yourself winning a major this year by James Gray?
Definitely, yeah. I'm still in this tournament, so can't see why I can't win this one.
Fair comment. Trev, who has been the biggest influence on your career so far?
I'd have to say my dad and obviously the missus and the baby. When they're always behind me, they're always looking after my best interests. My manager John has looked after me. There's a few people really, but John as well. He's always with me on the tournaments and looking after me. Brilliant.
Shane Walsh has said, how much of a step up in standard was it when you joined the PDC?
Obviously there's a big golfing class. The players over here are fantastic, and you need to play to the best of your ability to win a game. So yeah, it's a big step up.
Matthew Clements has asked, which player would you most like to face, past or present?
Oh, it's a tough one. Probably Phil Taylor. He's the best player in the world. He's done it over a lot of years, and it'd be nice to beat him in a major final.
You know, it's funny, folks. Everybody says Phil Taylor because there's something about Phil. They all want to play him. He's kind of like the benchmark, isn't he, of professionalism, if you like. Dean Daniels, which of the current BDO players do you think should come and join us here at the PDC?
It's another tough one. There's a few, really. Obviously, Martin Adams is a really good player, Scott Waits, James Wilson, but my pick to come over would probably be Alan Norris, who I beat in the final last year, and he's a fantastic player. He's won a few titles this year and a really good friend, so I'd like to see him over here.
That's a fair question. Now this one by Joe Wood. Now Joe, listen, there's ways of asking for a drink in this world, right? But to ask them, would you be getting the Whitsun Labour Club dart lads a drink when you get home is a bit pushy, isn't it? I mean, you might as well just ask him, buy me a beer. But will you anyway?
To be fair, Joe Wood, he's a good lad, but he wouldn't have one, but all the other Whiston lads would probably get one because they're all good friends. He's probably one of the least ones, but yeah, I'll buy all the rest one, but leave you out, Joe, thanks.
Hard luck, Joe. See, sometimes it pays to keep quiet.
He is inimitable. Thank you indeed to Rod Harrington for joining us, Rod.
Thank you, Lord. Pleasure as always.
And don't forget to tune in to the next episode of On The Wire for all the action from Friday's matches.
Welcome to Dublin. And that is a major shot. The World Grand Prix